Good morning. Good morning, Sonya Watts. My voice is almost gone, but good morning to you. She said, hey. I know it started going yesterday, and I wasn't even saying nothing. Yeah, it started going yesterday evening. And that's okay, because my client, she got strep throat, and she must have gave it to me. So hopefully I'm going to go have me some lemon and some tea, and come back. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. I just want to relax. We got to relax. I think it'll come back. Some lemon, ginger, cinnamon, mint tea. Yeah. I don't know if you guys see, but on the counter, I got a new coffee pot. I don't even drink coffee. But it's the red one right next to the black one. She said, I pray you'll feel better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I'm going to tell you something. And yes, we're going to come in here tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time, and we're going to talk about Cody. I love talking about Cody. I just do. I'm not infatuated talking about missing children and the problems that, or the sadness that comes along with that. But, sometimes you can, there's so much that you guys don't even know, that this case, even what they tell us, and I know what it looks like. Trust me, I know what it looks like. But I could still have hope for this kid. Yep. And you just don't understand it because, you know, nobody's there isn't perfect parents out there. They're just not. And people, I you know, I find myself getting upset sometimes. And I think you guys know when I get upset. And it's not oh, I need to defend myself. Because I'm going to tell you something. 9 times out of 10, if you know me, I don't go nowhere looking to defend myself. Really don't care what you say. I don't go to defend myself. But what you won't do, this is what people don't understand. What you will not do is come into my house and tell me I'm something that I'm not. And then you just want to tear up some stuff. That you will not do. And I'm supposed to sit back while you sitting there. Yeah. But I told you guys, you can live in the United States, but different sections of the United States, and it is what it is. You can sit there and shake your head and say, SP, you know what? Travel around. Travel. Go to the East Coast. Go to the West Coast. Go to the Midwest. Go to the South. Come up north. And I promise you, you sitting there talking about, first you want to talk about certain colors and things of that nature. We're all different. And certain cultures, they taught and they learned, and how they groom is different. And you have to realize something. When you go to a different culture, whether it is virtual or is physical, they may look like you, but I guarantee you, they don't think like you, and they don't act like you. They just don't. And it could be just a group. It don't have to be that whole sector, or you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to these children, I have found it very, very strange that people that's on certain areas protect the the person, the predator, or a named predator, or a person at interest. And I'm not saying that somebody's guilty at anything. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't do that. You know why? That person's got a life and they got feelings. They do. And we all know Cody, as we know right now, had a life, had feelings. And I'm going to tell you something. If you are not connected to a baby, a grandbaby, the neighbor's kid, or, you know, your nieces or your nephews, you take a little bit of time and look at that 4 or 5 year old. And I'm going to tell you, whatever happened to Cody, right now where we at, this is not deserving. We should not be having a conversation about Cody. And missing Cody on top of that. We should not. Not saying we're wrong. I'm saying that should not be our conversation. That a 5 year old. Now, had he, you know, came out missing, walked out the house, just like that one baby that they said, I can't remember that kid name. We kind of did some coverage on it, but it was in Idaho. And I wanted to do more, but I knew that, you know, nobody in Idaho gonna talk to y'all. They ain't gonna talk to you. They ain't gonna talk to me. I can guarantee it. So to put out awareness there, they just not gonna do it. See, I'm south of Idaho. Okay, I mean this is the most Republican as it gets. Texas and Kansas. You guys, you hear what I'm saying? Idaho and Wyoming and Montana. Hey, there's only but a handful, a little bit of sprinkle of pepper over here. But Idaho, that's a whole different ball game. Nebraska, totally different ball game. Montana, definitely. North Dakota, South Dakota, total different ball game. Not some, I'm talking about that little boy. They never found him either. The parents said the same thing. I can't remember what their story was, but they didn't want to show their face. I'm pretty sure we did get the pictures and everything. We didn't stay on it long because they had a representative that speak to the people, and they did. And I know everybody does things different. I just saying, you guys, do not get comfortable with this case. Do not think that you have the answer. Anything can be possible. Could Cody be alive? You know, when I usually talk to them girls, that Team Cody, Team Cody, Team Cody. And the one girl said, I believe Cody is still alive. I kind of wanted to just, girl, please. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I didn't say nothing. But in my head, that's what I was thinking. Like, girl, please. All of this, what they're saying, parents ain't coming out and talking. You know, the daddy, the legendly daddy is in jail. And they got him on 7 charges and won't let him out. Because we already know he ain't going to get no bond. They give him a bond. They might as well give they might as well give everybody else in jail a bond. Let's put it like this. Why? Because he had a stellar job. And so what? We all done had a good job before. That ain't no good reason to let you out. You gonna tell us that your child came up missing 2 a.m. in the morning and he asked to go play in the snow and ain't no snow out there. Now, I'm not saying he didn't snow before and there was like, a little ice cube over here and a little ice cube over there and you couldn't even make an ice drink. But come on. Oh, the way, I don't know if it's north or south, but what I'm telling you, from them living in those townhomes, they're in the middle. So the child could not see from one side to the other, which is the left and the right. But what he did see, if he looked out the window, there was no snow. If he looked even out the back, there was no snow. So what I'm saying is those apartments had to set because the sun rises on the east. You guys all know that, right? So on one of the sides of the house, there was some snow that had not melted. Now there was snow the weekend before. So I'm thinking that the house is setting face the north. So the apartment is facing north and south because there was a little bit of snow gathered on the edge of the apartment. I'm telling you guys stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. It was so, no, no, no. I always say something so funny. But this is funny. This is funny. This is what I'm finna say right here is funny. You guys, little things that you learn will help you navigate, understand, comprehend, put things in that big nugget and stand on what you hear. Because even when I went down to okay, Cash Gurner came up missing. They found him in the middle of the street. That just blew my whole world, right? So I take care of a child that looks just like him. I mean, looks just like him, you guys. They could have been brothers or whatever. And they probably is, I don't know. Because, some children are adopted or whatever. But nevertheless, I go down there to Texas, right? I ain't said nothing to nobody. I'm just driving. I'm like, honey, we gotta go. And then when I get down there, what is the first thing I say? Come on, you guys. What did I first say? I get on live. I see somebody give me the address. I did not have a clue where I was going. Just get me close and then, hey, you know what I'm saying? Get me close. We got to get some answers. We got to find out some stuff. Y'all don't know if we helped that case or not. I believe we did. Yes, I believe we did. Because the people wasn't having this woman just sit back and say, and you know what? It ain't that I just don't care for women. It's just you can't tell me that you got a set of twins here, that you still sleeping until 11 and 12 o'clock in the freaking morning talking about and get up and eat the breakfast. And then you didn't even initiated that the child was even missing. They done already found that child 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're telling me you were still laying up in the bed at 11 o'clock, and then people want to come and say that wasn't bullet holes, SP. You know what? You look at a computer all you want. I went down there. I know exactly what I was looking at. You feel me? I know exactly. Y'all can say what you want to say, but I'm gonna tell you what, like I said, not every conversation and every knock on the door was filmed. That would not be the now if you caught something on the whim wham and somebody said something and we was filming, okay, kudos to you. This is what I'm saying. Everybody was like running, stealing all your content and stuff, and I heard this and I heard that. You even though that you hate me, you done heard it over here. You done came over here and got a whole transcript of everything that was said over here. But you over there talking about SP went down there and rented a car. I sure did. Because I'm not stupid, number one. My car, I need it for work. What do I look like driving down there and I got a half of a car and then I can't get to work when I get home? Boy, I am not stupid. So what I'm telling you guys is don't let people knock you down because you believe something. They'll talk you out of your drawers and you be still sitting there smiling. No, they won't. Not to me. No, 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 no. So, yeah, I went down there and what I wanted to tell you guys was when I went down there, I was like, what's the address? Y'all, tip somebody, put the address in the thing. And y'all, you know what? People was in our live, in our mornings, and our mornings is just like it is right now. 10, 12 people. We had 150, 200 people in the live trying to give me the address. Because when people have the feeling like, who in the world will take a child and throw them in the middle of the freaking street, kill him, and throw him in the street? Like, just push him out the car. But a lot of things made sense to me. So, yeah, I was going to go down there. Oh, yeah, I said, I ain't gonna wanna go down there. I told Daddy, I said, come on, let's get in the car, let's go. And he was like, okay. But see, we do a lot of things down there in Texas anyway. So he's always up and ready to go. When I say, come on, Daddy, can you take off work? Because if you can't, I'm going to have to call my daughter. We going. And my daughter was going to come with me. And then he was like, no, I'll come with you. Because he was like, I don't want something to happen. So anyway, back what I was saying. Grand Rising, Nene. Grand Rising to you. Hey, Lisa Taylor. Hey, Diane. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If I didn't say good morning to you guys, sorry. But yeah, Batcave showed up. But one thing I had to, well, I didn't learn it then. I learned it as a young kid. That my directions, like north, south, east, west. So when I'm trying to explain something or I'm looking at something or the pictures that you see when you're looking on YouTube or something, okay, all I can remember is the face, the face of the house when I'm looking at the camera because they had showed the house, the sun was rising up in front of the house. So I said, or it had to be um, on one side of the house. So when you're down there and you don't know, even though people give you the address and they don't have north, south, east on their street signs like we do or whatever. I don't know if you guys do or whatever. But you can get turned around real easy because that is not a familiar area, right? You can get turned around. But I had to remember something. I said, okay. I found the house one time. I don't want to call people back and say, put the address back in, or whatever, whatever, whatever. I knew what address I was going to. It wasn't there. I was going to the other address. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, just put one in the chat. But I was going to the other address, not Monica's address. So that's what I was finding. That's what I found. See what I'm saying? But anyway, um, because the first time we had came down, um, it was kind of like I was stood up, right? And it's not like threatening people or egging people or, bullying people or something. But when people won't speak to you, you know they have something to hide. Now, trust and believe, I'm no expert or anything. But one thing I do know, that when I spoke to that mother, and I'm talking about Darian Brown's mother, in the flesh, that woman Y'all not gonna believe what I say. I know y'all not gonna believe what I say. If y'all want me to tell you, put one in the chat, but y'all not gonna believe what I say. Hey, good morning, Lisa Calhoun. Good morning to you. Y'all want to, okay, y'all want to hear? When that woman seen me, when that woman seen me, because guess what? I was right there on the doorstep, okay? And I knocked on her door. One of her kids came to the door. I didn't call her by her name. Everybody call her on here. I called her by her real name. First of all, let me share something with you. If you did your due diligence of reporting and getting information or research, you would have known, that she was born and raised where? In Kansas City. Actually, the same town that my auntie raised me. The very same town. Did you hear me? The town is so small, everybody knows everybody. Yeah, true. True, true, true. Matter of fact, if I got in trouble, and I did when I first went down there, the police just took me right on to the house. And then they said, I'm not going to say my my auntie's name, but they just said, Miss C, because guess what? I said that's my mother's maiden name, Calhoun. Miss C. So my auntie is a C too, right? So I told everybody, Calhoun is my mother's maiden name. I don't know if you guys know that, but Calhoun. Anyway, they say, Miss C, we got your niece here. She was doing this, she was doing that. She was out at night. She was over there at the mall doing things she need not to be doing or whatever. They ain't go take me to jail or whatever. My auntie told me, she said, girl, she said, ain't nothing in this town you could do I ain't gonna know about. It was the first town while I'm outside playing. Some white kids drive by because we live by the base. It's the Fort Riley. Uh, um, I guess that's what they call the army base or the military base or whatever. And that's the first time I heard the N word. I didn't even know who they was talking about. I thought they was calling the dog or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I come from Kansas, but then this is a whole different Kansas. They out there saying names. Who's that? Now I knew what the name meant, you guys. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't stupid, but it just amazed me how here they just gonna drive and call you names. I mean, I'm a kid, and where I come from, yes, very bold. And so where I come from, that ain't never happened. And it could probably be it never happened because all my brothers is here. And then when we get to my auntie's house, it's just two girls. You know what I'm saying? Just bullying and all this other stuff. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you, my auntie back then taught me how to tell the north, the south, and the east and the west. Okay? She says the east, the sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. She says if you don't know by the sun not up, you can look at the tree. the wettest part of the tree where the moss grows, because it do not get the sunlight in the morning, and the dew will be on the west side of the tree. So I know you guys, y'all say, "Oh, SB, you taking the long route. I'm taking the scenic route." So when I got down there to Texas, um, I got all mixed up. I didn't know the north, south, east, or west. So things like that had to come back to me. What did my auntie teach me? If you ever get lost, the sun rises in the east. Why did she teach me that? She taught me that because she said when they was a little kid, little girl, their grandmother taught them, which would be my mom, about how the slaves ran. And they had to know that where the East River was, or you know what I'm saying? I can't get it all together, so don't quote me on all of that, because I just know that they were picking cotton, my great grandma and them. But I did tell you guys that I am a real original African American. Okay? I wasn't born in Africa, but my dad was. Okay? So anyway, um, don't be telling me you don't like me, because I'm not African. I'm American. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. I don't speak no, actually it's like a French or a Spanish. I don't speak none of it. Never got to, and things of that nature. And my mother, she's Indian, and whatever else she's mixed with. She was a bright skinned lady. I know it's kind of hard to know that my mom was a bright skinned lady, but she was. And all her children are dark, but my daddy was dark as midnight. Oh my God. Some of you ladies like them dark men, you would have loved my daddy. But all the women love my daddy. Oh my goodness. It's that special chocolate. It's that dark chocolate with the pretty eyes and that smile. Oh, that beautiful smile. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's that it's the I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's that it's that dark skin that glisters. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, yeah, it's beautiful. So some people be like, oh, they get off into that dark skin, light skin stuff. And you know what? I think I just, and people, and I say stuff too, and people be like, Esther, you always say something about that or whatever. And I said, but I am attracted to a dark skinned man. But if you've noticed anything, I've always end up with you know, the high yellow, or you know what I'm saying, the walnut color. Even my husband be like, well, what are you doing with me? I said, baby, you know what I'm saying? I just think, I don't know. I know what I like. I know what I think is beautiful. I mean, I think it's gorgeous. But And I think that's what I do, you guys. I think I fall in love with those ones like that. No matter what they do, how they treat me, I don't feel in love with this nut bucket, okay? And then I try to talk myself into, oh, they treat you better. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they do not. They do not treat you better. You know what? If you get a nut ball, you got a nut ball, okay? It didn't care if they light or dark. A nutball gonna be a nutball, whether what color they is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. Good morning, Zena. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning, Lisa Taylor, Lisa Calhoun, Miss Dee Dee. Good morning, Miss Dee Dee. How was your day yesterday? How was your day? Yeah, a nut is a nut. But back to what I was telling you guys. When I went down there to check on what was going on over there, I got lost a lot of times, but I had to keep putting in my memories what my auntie taught me. What was the north and south, and then I mean the east and the west, because I first had something in my mind that, okay, what about that side door? Because everybody kept on saying there's a side door right next to the house, and there was a side door, but all the furniture was scooted up next to that door, and it had not been moved. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't go to that door that was on the side of the house. So um, anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that. And so what else would it? Okay, so I was gonna tell you guys. So when I stepped on her porch, and and I asked her son to go get her, and I called her by her government name. She came to the door. I spoke to her. We got to talking or whatever. And that woman just busted out in tears. She just busted out in tears. And she said, I knew you was going to come. That's what she said, you guys. She said, I knew you was going to come. Because I had already told her, I'm from your town. I know your people. I know them. And, you know, her husband came, and then, we just talked. We talked for a long time. We talked for a very long time. She said it was a wonderful day, spending the whole day with hubby, enjoying our 28th anniversary. Now, see, that was weird. That was weird yesterday, because I did not see what I'm saying. That after we got off the live, you did text me and say, "Hey, SP, it's my 28th year anniversary." I'm sitting there going, why you didn't say that? Because only thing, Miss Didi, I'm gonna tell you something. When you came in the room the other day, I just kept hearing bells and whistles and stuff in my head. It was just fun. It was just weird. Certain things, it's like it was a joyful sound. It was just something really nice or whatever. And I was like, oh, Miss Didi, you're gonna have a beautiful day today. And that ain't something I do or anything. I'm just letting you guys know. It was just something really different about your name, and it was a good thing. I just knew that. I just knew that it was a good thing. So I did not know it was going to be your anniversary. And then I was like, no wonder. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, God is so good sometimes. I mean, not all the time, but when you recognize it, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? When you recognize how good that, he's trying to speak to us, and we got to sometimes shut up and say, okay, Lord, give me some kind of understanding. Okay, Lord, where did that come from? Okay, Lord, why am I feeling this way? Okay, Lord, um, am I wrong to feel? Am I wrong to feel like, and I'm going to just be honest with you guys. Am I wrong to feel Cody came up missing way before the 31st? Now, I know the police said we believe that. Just because they believe that, I sit back, you guys, and I think, and I think, and I said, what will make the police detective, the chief of police, come on national TV and says, we believe that he came up missing before this, on the same day that you guys are looking for him? That is why it was not an emergency, you guys. What would make them do that? Okay, they hadn't really got to the mama yet. They hadn't spoke to the mama yet, because remember the sister said that they come down. She didn't come down until 10 o'clock. Okay, you guys, we're going to talk about this tonight. We're really going to talk. We're going to go in depth conversation. Sometimes when we go over things, and we went over that initial first press conference, everything about that press conference was powerful. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I feel. I don't know. The look on the chief face, he looks at, if you slow it down and he looks at the one, okay, there's a black guy that's to the right of him. And then right next to him, there's a Caucasian guy. And the Caucasian guy has on glasses. Now, that Caucasian guy has spoken before. But as he's leaving the panel, or as he coming up to the panel to speak, he stops and he looks at the Caucasian guy, and they give each other a nod. I mean, like, here we go. Like, be prepared. Or, I don't know, like, look for this or look for that or whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't think that when they're doing those press conferences, that sometimes the predator is right there in the crowd with him, there he is. There he is. You know? But, I can't get over that initial press conference. I'm going to be honest with you. All that other stuff was taking my time. It was going back and forth, trying to find who said what and all this other stuff. And I'm going to tell you something, you guys, and I'm going to just keep it real with you. I've never asked for somebody to come in my life and go ham crazy on someone that I've invited and did not show up. Okay? I just never have. So, no. So, when people's like, you keep defending yourself, here's the thing, and I'm not defending myself now. Here's the thing. The bottom line, you got to really look at it, okay? I did ask him to come and speak. Whatever he believed, whatever. It would have been good. I said, but let's just keep it. When he didn't show up, I didn't ask Miss Such and Such to pop up on my live and go off on that young gentleman. Matter of fact, I actually was like, hey, whoa, hold up. What are you talking about? Some smoke? No, we're not finna do that. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was, not Chris Rock, but, what's that comedian be like, what's the comedian, Kevin Hart? No, 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 hey, we ain't trying to go there. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to take me somewhere. I was not trying to go. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? We just over here having a casual conversation. Mr. didn't show up. Okay, it's all good. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, no, we going to give him the smoke. Who we? No, no, not French over here. You know? Anyway, and that's how the whole relationship started. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it just started getting, just slowly but surely, it just started becoming toxic, until it got to a point I felt like I couldn't breathe. And so, it ended the best way it did, and that's great, that's good. But I found when I was trying to go back and get information to say who said this and who said that, it really doesn't matter because it's he say, she say stuff. But it was good, and I always look at the positive things. It was good for me to go back, sit down, and listen. Because once you hear the first time, you didn't sit down and analyze what a person said and when they said it and how they said it. So then I go back to my call log and say, oh no, okay. You might have not said it here, but you did say it over here first or whatever. But nevertheless, they may not have nothing to do with the equation. Or maybe they do. It doesn't really matter to me. Because if I can't fit them in an equation, there should not even be a conversation. So what I'm saying, I liked going back over the live, and that's when I really listened to the press conference. And the chief of police said, and it just blew my whole world up. We don't believe. This was on January the 31st. We don't believe he came up missing that day. So anybody that's talking to you about that day, You can just forget about it. That's just like the West Boys. Y'all want to talk about December the 21st or the 23rd when they called the police? You can have all the videos in the world. You're not gonna see nothing but a stage act of somebody looking for a kid. Them dogs did not get a hit of those kids in that house. They could not get the people talking about, well, they got the search dogs out there, and them dogs, uh, the wind could blow, and them dogs can lose. If you been around dogs, and if you know dogs, if you love dogs, you know one thing about a dog. If you train that dog to do something, or that is just something he mastered just in time, I guarantee you, he cannot make a mistake. Now he can't talk or anything, but the dog is just like a polygraph tool. They are tools, but they are almost like, you got to say 99.9% correct. They cannot get a smell on that kid walking away from that house. You can hang it up. That child did not walk away from that house. And that's just something I know. Like I said, the things that's in your life as you was raised up or whatever, or you found out or somebody told you or taught you or something, the things, your experiences in life should make you a greater person today. But my stepfather took our dog, I won't say my dog, but our dog, way in Oklahoma in the country because he had bit a little boy in the neighborhood. And they said he was mean. He was very protective of my brother that was slow. But this dog was, they wanted to put him down. We wasn't going to let him put him down. So my stepfather took him to Oklahoma, let him out, and just told him, he'll either fight his way or he won't. That's where the fittest survive. That's where I first learned that little quote. Only the strongest or the fittest will survive. He took the dog. If you know anything, to drive to Oklahoma, you're going to drive 2-3 hours from where I am. This dog, we had this dog since he was a puppy. Let me tell you something. We were told, we're not going to let him kill him because, the dog catcher man wanted to take and put him down because he done bit this baby, this little boy. Anyway, so my father was like, let's just let him go. Let him have his last days or whatever. If he make it, he make it. If he don't, he don't. You know what I'm saying? It was like 3-4 days later, we was outside playing and everything. And here come this dog running, running, just a barking and a running. Just a barking and a running, you guys. And the dog name was Ben, you guys. His name was Ben. And we named him Ben because Michael Jackson had a song about a little rat named Ben. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I don't make this stuff up as I go. I couldn't speak this fast, and it doesn't change. So we called him Ben. And we would sing that song to him, too. But anyway, Ben come running down the street, and he just a barking. And we was like, we know that bark. And he must have know how we talking and playing or whatever. He know the sound. But Ben come running down the street. And we was like, everybody come a running. And it was Ben. It was Ben, you guys. I put that on everything I love. You cannot tell me that these dogs is not the smartest dogs in the world. And we didn't. Ben is a hunting dog. Ben used to go to hunting with my stepfather because my stepfather was a manly man. He would shoot guns. He taught me how to shoot guns. He taught me how to bow and arrow. He taught me how to make nunchucks. He taught me how to fight. He taught me how to fish. You know what I'm saying? Taught me how to swim. Just throw yourself on in the pool and you'll figure it out. What? What? Oh, guess what? I figured it out. Just a flapping and everything. Don't you ever do that. I ain't going with y'all no more. Anyway, you guys. Your dog's name is Benzo? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, when you being raised by nothing but boys, oh, you get some harsh treatment. You learn quickly. Cause you can't be no girly girl. You're gonna learn quickly. It's like you will learn. I don't want to go swimming. Bloop. I'm to the edge. You just looking like, what the heck just happened here? This nut. I'm I'm going in the house. I gotta go. I'm done. No more. I don't want to look at no water. Hey, you want some water? Heck nah. I done drunk a whole bunch of it. No. I don't want no water. Anyway, you guys, I'm just saying, them dogs, so, wow, you can't never tell me nothing about a dog that can't pick up that baby scent. There's no way. And if those dogs didn't pick up that baby scent down there in Virginia, that baby didn't walk out that house. Because now, like I said, we didn't train our dog to pick up our scent or know where we at. But evidently, that big nose that he has up there, shoot, that's 300 miles away. That's 300 miles away. Oh my God. You guys got to know what you got to know these dogs. You got to know them. Exactly, swim or drown. You got to know if they didn't pick up a scent, that baby didn't walk away. That means what Corey said is a bald-faced lie. Now, that doesn't mean that Corey done anything. It could mean he could have, and it also means that he's protecting somebody. Because if it didn't happen that day, what day it did happen, what actually went on. And that's why the chief of police is saying the only one that can answer those questions is Corey. Because you're lying, Corey. And so tonight we're going to talk about the conflict of interest. Okay? So I want you guys to get into trying to understand why the attorney withdrew his representation for Corey. And the reason was an ethical conflict. But, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Because all of this stuff, judges is bouncing down and don't want to cover it. And now attorneys is falling back. I'm going to share something with you guys. And it is powerful. It is powerful. Did Corey ever live in another state with the children? I don't know. That one lady that came in that says she know Corey, she could answer that question. And you know what? And I'm just going to be honest. I don't want to speak nothing ill will of anybody that comes in here. Um, Whether, they got all irate or whatever, it's no big deal to me. But, I was getting tired of hearing second and third, you know, information, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at least let me in on the conversation. At least let me hear from you. And if I can't hear from you, that's just like you just telling me a story. And then when I find little things that doesn't add up, it's like, oh, my bad. What you mean? You done had me thinking a whole different scenario over here. You had me thinking, well, of course, the mama can't have nothing to do with it because you done gave her the kid. You know how significant that information would have been if it was true? It would have been powerful. I, for myself, would not have sat there and said, you know, the mother's got any. I would have been backing that mother up. But it was told to me, I believe, and I'm just being honest, intentionally saying that she had those children. And if you look at any other case, if they didn't give them kids back to the mama or the family, then you got something to be scared of. Because Cash Gurner mama came down and got her kids. And what did Monica say? Monica said, I don't believe it. Did Monica say? Monica said, that's a lie. I don't believe it. Them kids is in protective custody. That's what Monica said. She said, you couldn't tell me. Monica said, you can't tell me. She told the reporter, that's a lie. She said, I don't believe it. There's ain't no way. That's what Monica said. Y'all know Monica. I'm not talking about Monica Lewinsky. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I promised I was going to get a lot of mail out today. And I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to do it, you guys. And then, so anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys be good, be safe. Like I said, we're going to talk about the conflict of interest. I'll put a little reminder out there till you guys come on in. Let's talk about the conflict of interest. I would like to have people come and talk to me about the conflict of interest because something ain't adding up about this conflict of interest and all these judges. All three judges is like renounce themselves. Oh no, we're not gonna judge on this case. Why the heck not? What makes it where not one of those judges want to be okay? I'm gonna put it like this, you guys, and I'm gonna get off of it. They seen that tape already, didn't they? They did, didn't they? And everybody saying, what the heck? I ain't whoo, baby, 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 baby. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. Conflict of interest. Uh-oh. My phone's ringing. I gotta go. All right, yeah, look. I'll see you guys at 5 p.m. Central Time. Bye.